Good morning.
Good morning. It is 9 o'clock. We started getting up and out about 2 hours ago. We've both had a couple business calls, flushed the tanks, took the Starlink down, and got out of Dodge in a little under 2 hours. I don't think that's bad.
No, I don't think it's bad either with us both having conference calls that we had to do.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to do work. You got to do work. So, and we're still slated to be in Moose Jaw before dinner. So, yeah.
So, Canada today.
Canada today.
Tell you what, before we talk about going to Canada and starting the right turn up to Alaska, let's talk about the Teddy Roosevelt Park.
Take me to the place where I come from, the only place where I really belong. Take me 'cause this voyage seems so long. Back to you, ooh. Back to you.
Oh my gosh, I love the Teddy Roosevelt Park.
I've already talked to a couple of friends of mine who are old school camping from when I was a kid. We were in Boy Scouts together and trooped all over the Iberian Peninsula, and we want to come back. I want to come back here next year at this time and stay for a week or more, and get to do some of the hikes, get to see some of the landscape. Just
Yeah, my perfect May might be a week or two here and a week or two in the Badlands.
yeah. I see what people are saying about the campground. Oh, that's a neat campground down there. Wonder what that is.
There's boondocking over in this area, so that may be boondocking and not a campground.
They had cutouts for
That may not be the boondocking area. There will be boondocking over here somewhere.
just like the Badlands with more grass.
Yeah, and it's not on the lip like it is in the Badlands. And yeah, it is. Yeah.
So I definitely want to come back. You want to come back.
Yeah.
I don't know that I like that spot that we were in July.
No, I mean there are a lot of reasons that I would not want to be in that campground from the first week of June until Labor Day. So really Memorial Day to Labor Day I would probably not come in.
Right.
But before Labor Day and before Memorial Day and after Labor Day,
Oh yeah.
first of all, it's going to be a lot cooler, so it's going to be a lot nicer to do things.
Yeah.
And really, you're looking at the month of May and the month of September.
But love the hiking that we did.
Oh yeah.
Really great stay at Teddy Roosevelt. We're excited about the trip today. We've got about 2.5 hours to the Canadian border. We'll go through that, and we'll
We're
record.
doing the crossing at Regway.
Right.
Don't know if one crossing is better than another, but that's the one we're doing.
And then we're staying at the Moose Jaw parking lot tonight.
At the Moose Jaw parking lot, courtesy of Harvest Host.
Courtesy of Harvest Host. Man, I'll tell you what, we have really been using that Harvest Host in the last couple of days.
We have. We've made our money already.
Yeah.
In the last couple of days, which is, it's about 3 to 4 stays typically.
Yeah.
And typically when at our length, we have to go into bigger sites that have 50 So our one night at a campground is usually going to run us between $60 and $80. And I think we only paid $80 for our Harvest Host for this year. So we can almost say we made the money up in a month in one stay.
Right.
I'm saying 3 because you still have to pay $30.
Right.
You're supposed to buy $30 worth of stuff when you're staying.
Yeah, but the $70 of meat we bought from Frickson Family Farm, I think, was well worth that value.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So we're still going to eat the meat, and I kind of look the same way when if it's someplace we can get something that we're going to consume, like a winery, a brewery, the farm where we could buy meat, right?
Right.
The Moose Jaw tourism, I may have a hard time spending $30 at.
Yeah. So anyway, we are on the way. We'll talk to you when we get close to the border. Okay, first Canadian border crossing. How'd it go?
I think it actually went quite well for everything that happened. I mean, we didn't. They actually never asked us if we had eggs, which I thought was weird. They did ask us if we had fruits and vegetables, if we had camping gear, which we said yes. Then they asked us if we had bear spray. We said no. And they asked us if we had any knives, and we have Swiss Army knives with us. Matt thinks that's why they did the inspection. I just think we were the luck of the draw.
Yeah. I said I had several Swiss Army type knives, and the lady looked at me and said, well, those are tools. I said, well, you asked about knives. She did mark it down on the list. But I think you're right. I think they were probably just...
I just think we were the luck of the draw. And they were so nice and so polite. And
has to have been, to be honest with you, one of my best border and customs interactions I've ever had in my life.
You know, after the one at Pearson in Toronto broke my iPad, like literally cracked the screen, when he shoved it back into a container and said that's not his problem, it was mine. And I just I didn't say anything at the time. I just looked at it like, thanks a lot, because I'm not going to fight you on it. But, this one was easy. And they even said, please make sure everything's secured inside. They had opened everything up. They really searched the truck. I mean, we knew they weren't going to find anything because there's nothing here to find. So, yeah. I told them about the 6 bottles of wine we have and the bunch of booze that's mostly drunk. Mostly drunk, yeah. They also didn't ask about dog food, which I thought was interesting because typically they want to know how many pounds of dog food you have or how many kilos of dog food you have.
Yeah.
But they didn't ask that either. I mean, I think she already knew that they were going to search us. So,
yeah.
They did ask us if we had any weapons.
Nope.
No cannabis, right?
Nope. Any firewood? No.
No. Right? Lots of no's. So, yeah.
She asked if we had food. I said yes. It's in the fridge, and
it's in the fridge and pantry. We do have.
We threw the potatoes out.
And there was something. I don't remember how it was worded, but they said something, and Matt said, we have our hotel room behind us, and she laughed and said, I was about to ask you where you were going to stay, but your hotel room's behind you. So I mean, they were just really nice. I don't have a problem with them doing their job. If they needed to search somebody and I was the luck of the draw, so be it,
And they had us, they wanted us to put the slides out so that they could look in the cabinets, and the guy offered it, and I said, he asked me where the switch was. I said, my phone? And he looked, he said, yeah, why don't you
do this for me?
Do this for me. And I says, well, I'm going to have to make sure it's level. Oh, by the way, the border crossing gets the award for having a perfectly flat area. All I had to do was get the
off the hitch.
All I had to do was get the stabilizers down so that the system would know that it was parked, and it unlocked and put the slides out.
Yeah, which is great. And then we did pull it up off the hitch and put it back down just to make sure that it was safe to drive. And we did all the things that we would normally. I mean, they weren't hurrying us, and we were not going to be hurried. We did all our safety checks. We made sure slides were all the way in. We made sure everything was locked on the outside. We did a light check. I mean, so we did all of our normal before we start rolling safety checks because we had taken it off the hitch.
And they were very light, although it's 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon here, so most people were...
They might have had 5 vehicles go through while we were sitting there being searched.
Yep.
So, yeah, it wasn't bad.
Okay, so on to the parking lot.
Yeah, on to the parking lot at Moose Jaw. Hopefully the smoke will clear by then.
Yep. Well, after excitement number 1 on the trip in Canada of the inspection, excitement number 2 following very quickly is the fact that we have found no gas stations between wherever we were in Montana and filled up 4 hours ago. We're down to 83 miles worth of gas left, and we have found a gas station on the way to Moose Jaw. That's 14 miles from here. And I've called them, and they said that they had cleared diesel and they didn't have an overhang or any type of awning. But we have no idea how big it is, so we may be parked on the side and I may be shuttling 6 gallons at a time. So, so far, our if this is the worst we have in our unscripted trip, we're doing really well.
We're living up to the unscripted, unplanned trip.
That's right. We got a very nice phone call from the harvest host at the Moose Jaw Tourism Board, who told us that it was okay that we were coming in 2 hours after check-in time, and whoops, and that we could just park in the gravel lot and they would see us in the morning. So we're excited about that. We're going to go to Walmart and try and get some CO2 canisters and stock up on some groceries for the next couple of days.
Yeah, and some produce, because we don't have any.
We don't have any produce, that's right.
So yeah.
Anyway, okay. So here we go. 82 miles of range left, and in our mind, that's actually only 32 miles of range, given the occurrences we've seen of people getting to 50 miles and running out of gas with 50 miles of range shown.
Well, we know you're invested and you want to know if we ran out of gas or not.
Once again, filmed the first 2/3 of it and forgot to film the climactic final third.
Yeah, thanks to the Domo gas station in Rouleau, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
And I'm probably massacring that name. We had got gas. Or got diesel.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. Yeah, kind of interesting,
Yeah.
right? You go to the pump, and it says, how much do you want to put in dollars or in liters? Right? So you punch that in, and then you just go ahead and pump. You go in and pay for it. But regardless, and of course I have no idea. I'm pumping in liters and in Canadian cents per liter, and I have no idea. But the key is that I have 153 miles now, and we're only
Going 31.
We only need to go 31. So we've gotten we have enough to get to Moose Jaw. But the other important thing, and probably the most important thing one of the reasons we came through Canada rather than, I don't know, driving through somewhere else to get to Alaska is all dressed bananas.
I fell in love with all dressed chips when I was working in Canada a couple years ago. Love these things. Love these things. Sometimes we can get them in the U.S., but not all the time.
And the ones in the U.S. are very good.
The Ruffles ones are pretty good. But if you can get them in the U.S., but they're only around certain times, and no, I love them. So we're gonna have our dinner, all dressed chips. Yeah, this is our third Harvest Host experience, second in a definite parking lot at a tourist attraction.
Yes.
Oh my word. And our first time another RVer was unkind.
Right.
Yeah, it was an interesting night.
But the parking, we were worried about getting there late and not having any room, and that wasn't really a problem. I didn't see many people. There were a couple people who pulled in later in the evening to boondock somewhat illegally.
Well, we don't know if they may have been like us and just been late.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of posts on this particular Harvest Host that people show up late and they're not paying to be there, but the Harvest Host people we're not paying to be there either, to be honest with you. We can just go in earlier than other people, I think, is the way that the museum is looking, or the tourist center is looking at it. But I'm going to be honest with you, there were people boondocking all over,
Right.
like in the Walmart parking lot. The truck drivers were on the side of the roads.
Right.
So I think this is just part of the culture of Moose Jaw, and
They have 3 right by where the tourism center is. There are 3, I'd say, mid-basic hotels: a Ramada Inn, a Quality Inn, and a Best Western.
Yeah.
And when I went out this morning, the parking lots looked really, really full, and within an hour, they were empty or almost empty. So I think it's basically a big interstate stop, right? And that was kind of proven out by the fact that the access way was full of long haul truckers overnight, who were basically using the Timmy Hortons like a truck stop, because the line for the bathroom this morning when I went to get coffee was pretty long, and they were definitely set up for truckers. But anyway.
But hey, we got our Timmies, so everything's cool.
Yeah. So parking lot was nice. I'm not sure if the breeze is a constant there or not, but there was a really nice breeze coming through.
There was.
So nice thing about the Moose Jaw parking lot, the people were really nice. We do need to go in and drop them a donation on the website this morning, because we didn't spend any money at Moose Jaw. But I kind of feel like we did, because by staying there, by making it available, we went to Tim Hortons, we went to a local restaurant, we went to
as far as the tourism
Walmart.
side, we definitely brought tourism money. Oh, we went to Canadian Brew House last night for dinner.
Right.
We went to Walmart. Yeah. So, and we went to that liquor store. Right. So, yeah, we definitely spent money there because we were able to drop the trailer and go into town. So I think it's a great thing for Moose Jaw, and if it is a government situation, tourism that is being financed by this city or something, it's well worth the money. I don't know how that works, but we'll look and see if we can't give them a donation either way.
Yep. But lots of places to eat, and there's a Canadian Tire there. There's a couple of grocery stores. There's liquor stores, gas stations.
I'm going to pause for a second. I need you to look at this. Look what we are. It's hard because of I know the fire smoke is bad, but look how beautiful it is here.
Yeah.
Sorry, honey.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's really beautiful.
Pause. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're heading up north towards Lloydminster today is where we're going to stay.
Yeah.
We're going to stay at a campground tonight. We got a pull-through spot. Should be delightful. Should be. Looking forward to, feeling like I can have heat. I could have turned the heat on last night. I definitely could have turned the furnace on last night.
Yeah.
But, well, no, I would have had to put the slide out to turn the furnace on. I could have turned the heat on, though. We still had 44% this morning when we woke up.
Right.
Which I'm kind of looking to see what it takes us to boondock. So that's 44%. We had the windows open, had 2 fans running because we had the Max Air fan running in the bathroom pulling air out. And then we had a little USB fan that was plugged in, also pulling air out in the bedroom next to Matt. So we had a nice breeze going on.
Yeah, I think that with the 2 refrigerators, the outside fridge or the outside freezer, and
Right.
the fridge inside, and then the electronics that are running inside the rig
All the time.
all the time that you can't really shut off. We use about 100 amp hours overnight, just without running any heating or cooling.
Well, and that's without having Starlink going and computers going, and because there's times that we have boondocked and actually worked on computers and stuff too, in which case we typically have to set the generator off before, we try to do it before quiet hours. Well, we always do it outside of quiet hours, but sometimes you're at a place that doesn't have quiet hours. We still try to not run our generator in the middle of the night because we don't want to hear it, let alone the person next to us. So, But yeah, so we'll fill the batteries back up and then turn the generator off and then keep going. But yeah. I don't know. Anything else we want to add?
I think the only thing is that wrapping up Moose Jaw, if you go a little past the tourism center, there's a whole bunch of truck gas stations on the right-hand side as you kind of go through the construction zone past the 2 intersection. We dropped the RV and went and got gas in the tourist section in the truck, but if you go a little past, there's gas on the right that you can get your rigs into.
Yeah, out on it's either 6 or 1 or could also be 2. He's talking on the main road, not on Main Street, or Thatcher, I think it's called.
Right.
So yeah.
So overall, definitely would stay there again.
Yeah, I'd go back. There were some tourist things that looked really interesting. I'm still trying. I haven't researched what the Moose Jaw tunnels are, but there are tours of the tunnels.
Would that be neat?
Yeah, I'm going to do some research and find out what they are so we can tell you what they are. And there were some other tourist type things that were available. I mean, we just knew we were only going to be there for a little while. And if we had gotten in at 2 o'clock like we thought we were yesterday instead of 4:45, almost 5 o'clock, right? We might have done a tour or something and gone and seen something, but well, by the time we got in, that wasn't happening. So we just wanted to show you, it is, I mean, you can't really see anything outside the windows right now. And all we smell is smoke. I mean, I'd like to tell you, there's a hill right there. You can't even see it on the camera. This is all, and the camera, our camera has an automatic gimbal on it, and it's trying to find its place until I hit the thing and tell it to stay steady where it is. But it is like closed in smoke at this point. It's a little eerie out here. So how do you like driving in Saskatchewan?
Just amazing.
So literally, I don't know, we may have it on the GoPro, we may not. I can't tell if it's recording or not right now. But we were on a divided highway. I went to turn the GoPro on. Can't tell if it's recording. And I looked down at my phone and Matt's yelling, "Look up and help me," right? And we are on a city street. I mean, the highway just ended without a warning.
It's like being in Roswell.
It is like it's like being in some of the really weird areas of downtown Atlanta, not knowing what you're doing and accidentally getting off the interstate. But this wasn't getting off the interstate. The interstate just ended. Well, they don't have interstates up here. And then you go through the city, right, which is narrow roads. You have to turn from a narrow road onto an on-ramp to get onto the next road.
And oh, by the way, the warning signs are all bent over into the lane of travel.
Right, so you feel like you're going to hit everything. And then we're coming out, and I swear to God, they are having a competition with the state of Indiana for the worst roads. I mean, I actually think that
the Alcan may be better.
Oh yeah, the Alcan may be better than the road coming out of Saskatoon, and that they just won over Indiana on, I mean, really bad roads. Matt was down to what, like 35 miles an hour, and we still thought, we weren't sure if it was the road or if we'd lost tires. And we haven't lost tires because we're fine.
Yes.
But,
okay.
Oh my word, stressful day. And then, we had to have, I think we actually did pretty well because we didn't start screaming at each other, which, I think we did pretty well. Like, boom, there we go. So we have, about, I don't even know what time it is. So
30. Another 3.5 hours.
We have 3.5 more hours. We've been traveling for almost 4 on our 5-hour trip. Someone lied. When did Kit Kat Biscoff become a thing? We're going to be doing this without a microphone because I can't find the microphone right now.
What are we doing?
So what we're doing is trying the Kit Kat Chunky Biscoff candy bar that my husband found, which we don't have these in the States because I would have tried it. I love Biscoff. So I'm gonna pause it for a second and open it. So it's open now.
In the grand tradition of driving to Alaska via Canada, it seems like everyone tries strange food that you find in the convenience stores.
I am not trying tomato chips. You can give that one up.
Yeah, for sure.
Ketchup flavored potato chips.
And they had them.
Oh no, we're not trying that. Okay. Taste the Biscoff. Can't be too bad. You took 2 bites.
Okay, so it doesn't have the crunch like a regular Kit Kat. Doesn't taste like a regular Kit Kat. I'm not getting a lot of Biscoff in it, or at least I didn't the first bite. It's kind of...
I think that I'd rather have my Biscoff not covered in chocolate.
Yeah, I can pass on that. So, the other thing I got was the San Pellegrino Lemonada. No idea how much I paid for it because nothing was marked. So,
Except the $45 def, right?
oh, that's good.
Okay, so
There you go.
you want the rest? You have the rest of that.
Give it to Matthew. He'll eat anything.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good. We're gonna have to get some more of those.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like carbonated lemonade. It's really good.
Yeah. Oh, that is good.
Okay.
Boy, that'd be really good with vodka.
That'd be really good with vodka. So, if you want to see us try more foods that we haven't tried before, keep watching.
I've been so many places, I've seen them all with open eyes. Seen islands, open spaces, Serengeti sun slowly rise.